Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, we continue our standalone bottle episode with guests Jason Keeley and Rob Trimarco, as the boys try to help them out and get those 2 bumbling detectives to their home planet of Castrovel. Also this week, I have a GM PC tip of how you can make a side adventure in just a few minutes. And then finally, some new information about the free trip to PaizoCon contest. So a few people have been asking me about this side adventure I created just for Jason Keeley and Rob Trimarco. I'm going to go into detail of how I built that in my GM PC tip this week. And at the end of the episode, I go into more detail of how the encounters are supposed to work, because then everything comes out during the play session. But if you want to add this encounter to your game, I'm going to actually post the information on the Discord channel, just discord.rollforcombat.com. And if you go to the spoilers channel, I'll post the information after this episode is released in case you want to run it. But with that, let's get into this week's show. So, it's dead. You guys are all no longer blinded. There is what appears to be doorways to the northeast, northwest, and south. There's double doors to the south. And there's...
I'm thinking northeast, because the noise we're hearing is from the east.
Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy, Rusty Carter.
Does the Moonflower have any cred sticks?
Chris Beamer is playing the tiefling technomancer, Akiro the Just.
Yes, we loot the broccoli and we take all of its money.
Does it have any weapons?
John Statz is playing the Vesk soldier, Mo Dupinsky.
It has nothing of value except vitamins.
Ooh.
Just got a couple pictures of its grandkids.
It's all like little pods.
A couple of sunflowers.
Oh, no, that's a Veggie Tales DVD. Sorry.
Oh, got it.
And the unfinished novel it was writing.
Jason McDonald is playing the Ahsoki mechanic, Tuttle Blacktail, and his drone, Cheddar.
Oh. Rusty, Captain, you suggested the northeast.
Yes.
Mo cannot tell the difference between the one he is next to and the one to the northeast of him. So he's now confused.
To the one that's slightly to the north of you, so that monsters don't come out behind us and attack us from behind.
Does that sound... you guys need to heal or anything like that? You guys want to take a rest or something like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sure. I've only lost half of my stamina. I'm okay. But if you
take a 10-minute rest.
No.
Okay.
Never okay.
All right, I'm going to take a 10-minute rest.
Get my resolve back. Rusty, were you impressed by my hellfire, by the way?
I actually was impressed by your throwing a grenade. Yeah, I mean, I think you've developed this magical ability to do what a common, inexpensive grenade can do.
That was glorious, is what it was. Mo was in center of the frickin'...
He was in center of the blast, and the one place that didn't have fire was his square. It was
awesome. It was like Mo was erupting with power.
So Akiro took a 10-minute rest. Does anyone else take a 10-minute rest?
Yeah, Mo is.
Sure, meets his Tuttle's nimbleness. He didn't get hit. Haha.
Aha.
He almost got swallowed. Haha.
Reaper cheap.
I got it, John, even if they didn't.
I mean, I know the reference. It's just been so long since I read the book that I don't remember anything about the character except that he was a rat.
Oh, he was very nimble.
Yeah, he's a giant. He's a giant mouse.
Well,
does the coward take a rest?
Rusty the Coward. No.
You're trying to say the coward Rusty Carter? Yes.
Do you take a 10-minute rest?
Yes, 10-minute rest.
Okay.
The vaporization of Hiroji by the coward Rusty Carter.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I did not press the button that vaporized him. That would be you.
Yes, but that works better with obscure movie references if you...
I grant you that. That's fine. I was considering talking about how I was about to assassinate Ford.
And who took over all of Hiroji's legal assets, including his debts and outstanding arrest warrants?
I'm sorry. Yeah, the two of you who are actually from the Lashunda homeworld. Hiroji's decided he no longer wishes to attend the university there. You're going to need to refund his tuition to us because we've controlled his estate. If you can take care of it.
Take it up with the university officials.
Take it up with the bursar's office.
Well, we know you have some loan.
Pretty standard boilerplate that if you're like zapped to an alternate dimension, your loans have to be repaid immediately.
Right. Well, your authority's there, so.
We're gonna. I recommend they open up a Hiroji Memorial Gymnasium.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Akira would love to see that, actually. He's heard a lot of him.
Okay, what do you guys do? You guys are all healed up. There's doors to the north, northeast. There's still a fair amount of room. Let's go.
Mo opens the door above him. He's just opening the door.
Okay. This appears to be a dilapidated waiting room of some sort. You're not exactly sure. There also appears to be some of the Mother Nature in here from the northern part. And there appears to be a door to the east.
Come on, boys. It's safe. There's no plants in here.
Are you sure?
There's minor plants.
Yeah.
You quickly open up the door to the east. This appears to be a ward of some sort. And what's most interesting about this room is the drawers and desks and some of the components that would be kept in this ward are still sort of intact. Obviously, nothing has been in here in a long time.
Ooh, going in. We got loot. We got items, artifacts in here. Come on, guys.
All right.
Get the eggheads in here. Do their egghead thing.
I assist.
What am I looking at?
Well, there appears to be cabinets, shelving. Most of it is dust and has been disintegrated. But if you take a little bit of time while the other guys are resting or God knows what else. Mo with a perception of 19 sees in all the dust and grime something glitter red in his corner of his eye.
Ooh. And he just goes over to it and looks at it without picking it up.
You pick it up, and there appears to be... Oh, you look at it? There appears to be two very dusty, glinty medical supplies of some sort.
Oh, yeah. He's going to pick that up.
You pick them up. These appear to be fully intact and functioning. You're not exactly sure what they are since they're so old, but you might be able to hazard a guess if you did a technology or check.
Yeah, let me take a look at that. What do you got there, Mo?
Yeah, he's going to take it over to Tuttle and say, hey, what is this stuff?
Okay. That's very disrespectful.
Oh, I know. I'm going to hand it to Akira.
What you should do is give one to Akira and one to Tuttle, and see who.
I'm not the best, but I have some.
You have some skills to pay the bills.
You have a 21 for your engineering roll. Okay.
I failed to assist.
Yep.
And Mo is just not going to assess Tuttle.
I'm much better at computers, anyways.
Can you engineer check this gizmo? This dingus?
Yep. Just a second, sorry.
Tuttle.
Not my best roll, but still pretty good.
28. Successfully determines that these appear to be two Mark III serums of healing.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
do that. No.
That's very choice.
Bottles, they're water. They're just bottled water.
It's just Kool-Aid. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm a good person. I'll inform the party.
18 sense motive.
That's what you were doing. Yes. Yeah. You're like, what? And then you realize, oh, he's just joking. They're really healing serum.
Meats, I think you should have one, and I think I should have one, since we're in the going to be in the fray. Unless someone has any ludicrous reason not to divide these healing serums that way.
Absolutely not. I think that's definitely the plan. You two, this is going to be your loot for this encounter, and we'll just deal with the rest of the loot later.
Well, yeah. Well, Mark III healing serums are pretty good. So,
anything else in this room?
There appears to also be a med pack, and I'll just save you the time. It appears to be an advanced med kit.
We have one of those.
I have two.
Yep.
That's good.
The rest of everything is just dilapidated and destroyed over the period of time. This place was fully stocked, and after you just sort of rummage through it, this is just only 3 things left intact that obviously have magical properties that haven't spoiled and can still be used. So that's all you can find of use in this room.
Just some debris.
That is correct.
Well, there's no doors in this room.
No
sure.
doors.
Okay. They
Nope.
weren't clipped off by the program.
Nope.
Well, I guess that leads us to this door beneath us.
Lasco's right next to that. Why doesn't Lasco pop open that door and see what's in there?
Lasco, do you want to do that?
I was waiting for everyone to get out of that other room.
Or why don't you let your guests open up some doors, Mo? Meet some.
Be my guest.
All right.
Of the doors.
I just battering ram that door open with the hammer.
Swoop hammer.
Oh yeah!
Crusha, banga, booma, bama.
Oh, you Kool-Aid the door. You smash it open, and out of the room comes the most horrific smell. Give me a fortitude save. Meats.
I found the John.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Aren't you glad he let you open that door, mate?
Give it a good search in there.
Nope, I'm fine.
No, give me a fortitude save. Seriously.
Oh, God.
20.
Fine. That's a good roll. Come on.
He's
You're
like,
Breathe it in.
Smells like home cooking to me.
Jeez. 26. That's insane fortitude.
Meanwhile, Tuttle gets a whiff of this, and Tuttle turns green because he's like, "Oh, this is a unserviced bathroom, and it appears the years have not been kind. All the septic and chemicals and materials have managed to coalesce and has become almost a living life form in here. It's not quite alive, but give it a few more years."
Wow. Mo's going to ask Tuttle, hey, Mousy, do you have any problem with poop sticking to your fur?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
That's best humor.
Yeah, Vescammer, it's not topping the
Acquired
charts.
taste.
Yeah.
Well, I have my spacesuit on, so I should be immune to that, right?
Yes, you're okay with that.
Environmentalness. Okay, I want to go in there. I detect magic.
You go into there. Are you doing a Seth where he hides all the loot in the crapper?
Yes, that's what I'm suspecting. You might have taken
Wow.
inspiration.
That could have been here before.
Detect magic.
You detect magic. There is no magic.
Seth.
I'll do a perception.
There's nothing of worth in here, and
Okay.
it's actually become almost like petrified poop, if you will.
Terrific.
Where are the next set of doors? Is this
South, way south,
way south? Okay,
Yeah,
not-
through that weird hexagonal room thing that's pink.
So this where Mo is now. That's not a separate room. Oh yeah, I know.
Those are doors. Those two
Okay.
south doors.
Oh, so this is all one big room. Okay, I didn't know whether or not this is separate rooms.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So meats. I think that worked out pretty well. You want to open up this one?
Yeah, there can't be another bathroom, right?
No, not with the double doors like that. Otherwise, the stink would be really bad. Hey,
Chris Smash.
Men's room.
where's the rest of the party? Hold on, guys. Can we're going down south.
It's fine.
I wanted to make sure that the coast was clear before I moved.
Yeah, we want you guys to at least be kind of in the same room.
I've got your back. Don't worry about it.
Oh gosh.
You open up the door. Boom! Appears to be nothing more than a hallway. That's right, a normal hallway. There appears to be several doors on the west, and the hallway curves to the southeast. And there appears to be regular doors, and there's writing on some of these doors as well. In Kalish.
You mean worthless writing, don't you?
Hey,
worthless writing?
there's writing on here.
Let me take a look. These cultists, they like that I could translate all these writings. I would like to read.
You look at the writings on the door. This was sort of experimental rooms, housing for where they would do low-level experiments on, some of the, let's just say, less dangerous xenomorphs. But that means that what you just saw and it tried to eat you. It was probably just like a baby compared to what's really in here.
Great.
It was cute.
And some of these doors are open, and you can see that they're basically just 10 by 10 rooms. There was usually sometimes a bed or a cage or some desks in here. But again, just it's completely dilapidated. There appears to be nothing worth.
We can just walk by all these rooms. There's nothing that's going to jump out at them and kill us from behind. So just keep on moving.
It's fine. To the south of Meats appears to be sort of a little area where almost like a ward or a booth. And to the east, there's another set of double doors.
Let's crack them open.
Crack open the door, and in front of you appears to be another set of double doors, almost like an airlock in a way.
Is it an airlock?
Could be.
Mo wants to go in because that looks safe.
Do you open up the other doors, Mo?
No, not until I want
waiting for everyone to get really close.
Yeah, just a little closer, guys.
You understand
just
we have
a little
weapons.
closer.
We have guns that shoot from a distance. That's the whole point.
Yes.
All right. He's going to open up the other door on the airlock while the doors between me and Akira are open as well.
You open up the doors. Now, normally this would not be possible, and this would be, you'd have to go through this airlock. But because the power is off, no problem. You open up the doors, using your muscle. It looks totally fine. It looks like a normal room.
Good.
Except for the millions and millions of tiny glowing
raisins,
phosphorescent spore-type creatures floating in the air, filling up the room. They appear to be ignoring you right now, but that's all you
nothing
can
to say
see.
here. We can just move another direction.
Mo's backing away from that. That's not. He doesn't have weapons for that.
I think I might be called. This might be a time for a explosive blast.
Yeah, Inspector, do you have anything for this? This.
What are these bugs?
Yeah. Do you have any bugs?
I'd like to make a life science. Is it life science or is it physical?
Sure. Life science.
I assist successfully.
So 25.
25. You've never seen anything like it. One thing about these spore-type creatures, they don't really seem to be spores. They're almost like really, 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 really tiny living creatures. They seem pretty much benign, but they're so small and that you're not exactly sure that your filters will actually work. They'll probably be able to get through even your suits because these things are really tiny, which could be why you look to the right and you see that there were some evac suits in the room that was the airlock room, but those things are long gone. Like there's like nothing left of those. In fact, you didn't even know what those were until you sort of put two and two together and realized this must have been a highly experimental room where they did things like things that you just don't want to touch or breathe. And now it's loose.
Can I make a suggestion if we decide we want to kill these things?
Of course.
Do your explosive blast, and whoever is at the airlock door, ready in action to slam the door shut the minute you do it. Let them blow up and burn, and then we'll wait a few minutes to settle down.
Any type of delay would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, and like, do I know anything about like a weakness this might have? Like, is it weakness to fire?
You're not sure?
Okay.
Concussion grenade.
This is nothing you've seen before. You do see there are doors, double doors to the north of this room, and then a door to the southeast. There are obviously like panels and a few other things. Looks like old experimental equipment. And there were some doors. They're bolted over. You can't get into the south. Those are gone. Those are just those are like emergency hatches.
So the door that meets is to the right of us closed, right? Already.
Well, the doors, you guys opened them up. I mean, they're staying in there. They're actually not leaving that room. So
I understand. But which doors are open? The two that are, or just
whichever ones you want. Yeah, you can have them.
We want to have just one door open on this side.
Okay.
Right, and then
I'm thinking this might be a mistake.
Says the guy who pressed the big red button.
Yeah, that's true. They just don't.
It might be a mistake, but I mean, this fire and spores usually don't mix. My fire is good at destroying things like that. So,
if it helps, I can also fire a grenade at the same time.
I don't think that's necessary. Okay. Grenade is not really on the same level. Okay.
Well, it's still 46 damage just to add to your 96. I'm not saying it's actually going to do as much, but hey, in case they actually have resistance to fire,
does Meats or Lasco have anything they can contribute?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I meant like weapon-wise. I don't know what weapon. I don't even know what weapons you
I got a reaction cannon and a big hammer. I ain't shooting no bugs.
Yeah.
So remember that bug hunt you were talking about earlier? Yeah.
What about that exploding battery?
Yeah, I can do that trick again, but only one more time. My power is being depleted today, but we can try that. Or we could try just a grenade first and see what that does.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how about both? My grenade, I get one free every day, and this seems a good use for it. Why don't we fire our 2 little AoEs and slam the door shut? Then we'll wait a few
All right,
minutes
let's
and
do
we'll
that.
open it up. Great.
I don't think we should do the big one, though. We want to save the big one.
You want to save his big fireball. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
for something else, because there's a lot of plants and stuff. That's going to clear a room. A room. I mean, if these take any damage, we have so many grenades. Good God.
What's the grenade radius, by the way?
Mine is 15 foot, I think. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it should be enough for everything.
Which 15 foot, it will do the whole room, and if we're doing the closed door thing as it shoots by, it should.
All right, who wants to stand there and close the door?
Well,
I think we need someone strong.
Yeah, the strong guys.
Is there anybody meaty who's standing next to it right now?
Meat. The door right to the right of Meats is already closed, so I think we're just going to pop it through the first door and then close that one door, right?
I'll close whatever door you want.
Yep, if you two could move out of my way so I at least don't have -8 to my thing.
Are you launching it out of your gun?
I am launching a virtual grenade from my magical gun, yes.
All right, give me some rolls.
All right, well, it's just grenade toss, so that should be simple enough. We'll see, though.
Wouldn't it be funny if you miss and it bounces back and hits all of you?
I did that
That
once
would
or
be
twice.
funny, I have to say.
I dropped the grenade onto my toe.
I'm behind the wall in a different room. You notice. There's no reason for me to be out there. Meat is on door duty.
Hey Mo, I heard there's a button to push up there.
Where? In that room?
Oh, no. No.
I didn't do it, man. That's your third one in a row.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right. Roll a 1. All right. No idea where it went. And obviously what I actually aimed at is the corner to the upper left of that square. But yes.
The upper left of the center of doors.
Why wouldn't you just aim for the center?
You have to aim at a 4 corridor, but an actual AoE, you need a corner. Look, I'm sorry. It's the D20 mechanics don't allow me to choose that.
What type of grenade was that?
46 fragmentation grenade.
What's the radius?
Let me pull it up. I'm sorry.
15 feet, which is 30
I thought
feet.
15 feet. Yeah. Well, 15 feet each direction, yes.
Wow.
What a time for a 1.
He rolls a 1.
I think it's nice.
What a rusty.
I am behind a door, or...
Yep.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The grenade takes a bad bounce, ricochets, and explodes. Some of the pieces, as you're closing the door, still manage to get through, and poor Meats gets singed just a little bit. Why don't you give me a reflex save and see how much you get singed? 16. What's your DC on that? Do you know, Bob?
Still pulling it up, sorry.
And your damage.
I thought it was actually in D20 Pro, but it's not.
No, it's in D20 Pro. Oh, no, sorry. It's not D20
that
Pro.
specific
No.
grenade was not.
No, that one is not. Yeah, you have to look it up in sorry.
Frag 3, explode 15 feet, DC 17.
God damn it.
16! Roll full
He's
damage.
behind a
All
wall.
right.
He should get some kind of...
Yeah, cover.
I'm giving him some. Dude, he's got like 500 hit points. Yeah, Meats is fine. He
That's
feels
true.
this is a badge of honor.
I put grenades on top of my cereal instead of bananas.
That's right. That's right. And to him, it's just another day in the office.
Wouldn't that actually eventually really ruin your digestive system? Never mind. But
Nope, it improves it.
Gives you lots of iron.
Shows what you know.
17 damage is what you're looking at, by the way.
And I'll say it wasn't behind the door because he was closing it, and then it hit him while it's closing, so it's full in his face. And give me your.
Sure.
You did explosive blast at the same time, right, Hiroji? I mean, Hiroji.
No.
I
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't do
No.
it? You didn't even bother?
No. Nope.
Oh. All right, well, the door closed.
John nixed it. Yep.
And guess you'll have to wait and then open it up and see what happens.
Right. That was the plan.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Well, my theory is that these
Ow.
are kind of mindless creatures or possibly even synthetic creatures. And so literally give it 5 minutes and they will go back to buzzing around. But we'll see if they've actually been affected or damaged.
Okay. How long do you guys wait until you open up the door again?
5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Who opens the door?
I'll do it.
Oh, hold on a minute. I'm going to move away.
Oh, do it before Rusty moves out of the way.
Oh yeah, Rusty, get to a safe distance.
A cautious and responsible distance. That's correct.
I reopen the door.
Me too.
You open the door. The creatures are still in there. They appear to
Are there
be-
less of them?
You can't tell. Looks like nothing didn't really affect them.
Wait, really? We can't even tell anything happened?
Because it was probably not fire. It's probably not fire damage, right? It's fragmentation damage.
The
Mo's
fragmentation.
running in the room. He's running in the room.
Oh, you go
for
in the
God's
room?
sakes, no, that is... fine.
Okay, you go into the room, and the spores start to cling, and they go towards your armor. Oh, wait. You went in the room. You go back into the room. I didn't finish my description. They are like sort of swarming around you, and it's almost like Avatar. You're like, wow. You're like, wait, these things are friendly. They're not hurting you at all, Mo.
I thought they were attacking me.
No, they're just sort of like glowing and sort of like swarming around you, just sort of like peacefully, just giving you like loves and kisses.
I see you, fireflies. All right, well, I know that Mo is the chosen one, obviously. Okay, they've chosen me. So
I say, Mo, you should take your armor off and see what happens.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Give me a will save, Mo.
Inhale.
12.
Ooh, 12.
That should be a good.
Yeah, 12. They start peering inside your suit, and they start trying to like go into you. As they seem to be really interested in you, not just your suit, but you, Mo. You. Give me a fortitude save.
Yeah. He rolls a 4 for an 11.
Probably fine.
So they start eating you from the inside, and you get 26 points of damage, and they appear to be continuously going into your suit. What do you do?
Medical attention! Medic!
Close that door! Close that door!
We close the door on Mo and say, roll up a cleric.
Yeah. All right, medical people, do your thing.
I don't think we really have medical people.
No, you're okay. You kind of cough them out as you leave the room.
They all have.
You better drink that potion.
You like cough them out. Well, it's only stamina damage. You're still okay. I mean, it just sort of looks like they managed to get through your air infiltration system and did a little bit of damage to you. They seemed to like you at first, but then they turned on you, Mo. I don't know what you did to aggravate them, but you did
they're not friendly. So we know we don't want to go in there now.
Plan. I think it's time for my plan then, I guess.
What a surprise.
What was your plan?
I'm going to burn him to death.
Yeah,
Do it.
Do a life science check to make sure that they didn't.
I did a life science check
affected.
already.
They weren't affected, though. I mean,
They weren't affected by fragmentation grenade. Mo, leave it to us. Leave it to the eggheads.
You're right. I know when I'm outgunned.
If it requires a long pole, then we'll call you.
Yeah, he'll take.
There you go. All right.
Mo's taking a strategic.
If you need any buttons pushed
the
or
conversation.
a long pole, like if you need to reach something with a pole, then we'll call you. I mean, I know it's not my place, being that I'm new, but
yeah.
Fragmentation grenade is pieces of metal. Then there is such thing as a flame grenade, which we don't have.
Yeah,
So I think flame and spore is a good combo for us. So
that was my original thing. John's the one who talked you out of it. I don't know.
no, he's right. It's good to save it, but I think we gotta get. I don't want to deal with that. This looked nasty. All right, you ready for the closing door thing?
Sure.
I don't think you need to close the door. It's just
That's true. I mean, I can launch
20
it.
foot. Yeah.
It's not helping any of us.
Yeah, I know it really isn't.
Well, I launch it in such a way that it doesn't even get past to where meat is.
Yeah, you're not going to be a Bob. You're not going to rusty it up.
Hey.
Yeah, you could just throw it in there. You hit pinpoint accuracy. I mean, it hits in the middle of the room, explodes. Give me damage.
Okay.
Yiko.
31 damage. DC 18 reflex.
Okay. It does 46 points of damage.
See.
And you notice that the area that got hit, they were incinerated. They're completely gone. Fire definitely seemed to be their nemesis. However, in the corners of the room, you see small, very small, disoriented, almost like fluttering around in mayhem. Some of them are still alive. So whatever you're going to do, you might want to do fast before they regroup.
Yeah, let's head through the room.
Run through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pull out as I'm running an incendiary grenade Mark 1.
I like it.
Okay.
Mo will bring up the rear, I guess.
I'll take the hit from that because I'm actually kind of immune to fire a little bit.
Okay. There's doors to the north, right in front of Mo. That's where the door is, and there's a door
Do
to
it,
the
Mo.
Opening
north.
door. Yeah, we're just running through.
Let's go fast. Rusty, chuck that grenade at those stragglers.
Well, once we move into this room and close the door behind us, I will chuck one. Sure.
So, yes, there appears to be another room. This appears to be an OR of some sort. Tuttle and Cheddar pulling up the rear, and suddenly some of those things are starting to coalesce. They see Tuttle, they see Cheddar, they're going towards them, but you guys close
shut the
door right in the nick of time.
Right.
You have no idea what those things were. Maybe they were friendly, maybe they were harmful. Unknown. It is xenomorphic.
It didn't seem very friendly.
Rusty, were you going to chuck a grenade there?
Yeah, I have it. If
Okay.
we need to run back out the other way. If we understood it correctly, it's more that fire seems to disperse them more than actually kill them. So maybe just simply a Mark 1 grenade will do the job. I'll figure it out when we go the other way.
There's a door to the north, and there's a couple of doors to the south, as well as doors. There's doors all over this room, and again, it appears to have been an ancient OR that has totally been destroyed, and there's nothing of value in here.
All right, let's start cracking some doors, gentlemen.
You hear some movement of some sort to the north.
Mo opens up the door.
You open up the door. This room appears to be a office of some sort. There also appears to the southeast appears to be maybe a rec room or a relaxation area for perhaps the staff. There are two windows to the northeast that are just broken and smashed that give you access to the northeast, and there's a corridor up there.
Was there movement in these rooms, though?
No, you heard maybe something coming from the north.
Coming from... you dropped out there for a second.
Yeah, coming from the north, you heard some movement of some sort.
Quick recon of the room.
Quick recon, nothing of value. Everything just seems to be like just torn to pieces and disintegrated. I mean, it was lucky. The only reason you seem to find that one room is that it was chock full of supplies. The rest of these rooms are just equipment and mostly things that wouldn't be worth anything at this point.
And through these windows, anything...
Yeah, you can see what appears to be a large hallway. It goes to the north and to the east and to the little bit to the west. And there appears to be some rubble there as well.
I don't know about these spores. What do you guys think? Which way do you want to go?
Let's go towards this door by me.
Yeah, there you go. That door.
By Meats?
I missed this door next to me.
The door that Meats opens actually leads to the hallway as well. So it's sort of the same area. Oh, that door then Meats went into the north.
Yeah, that one.
That appears to be another bathroom.
God damn it.
Meats, if you gotta go.
I don't. I went pee-pee before this adventure.
Mo will take the non-putrefied path.
Meats just seems to really like the stinkies.
You sick little monkey.
How about this door to my south?
Yeah.
Those doors to the south, those just appear to be ruined rooms of some sort. You're not sure if they were offices or looks like perhaps they were prep for the OR room or recovery. That's your best guess. Just looking at the layout of this hospital / insanitarium / research facility.
Is this a hallway with walls on both sides of me? It kind of looks like it. Okay.
Yeah, well, that area is like a hallway with it's sort of like the main hallway up to the north, and then you're kind of in a side hallway.
What is this, a dead end or is this?
Yeah, it just ends in rubble. There's just rubble down there.
All right. All right. Well, it looks like we got to run through those stupid plants.
Oh, those plants are like long gone, just like those dead. Like tumbleweeds and stuff. Dead. Yeah,
okay.
Those won't hurt you.
Some brambles. Okay, we don't want to get hurt. Okay, Mo's gonna go here and then give his partio if you guys want to catch up.
So it appears to be a T-like intersection to the south. To the west and the east are rubble and just blocking you. You guys climb through the windows and you see what appears to be a corridor that goes off into darkness.
I shoot the darkness.
Everything's dark, by the way. Everything's been dark in here. This whole place is dark. But
I got infrared
lights, infrared,
Looks fine to me.
dark vision, all that.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, we've got infrared here too. Okay, so is this a dead end? Oh, okay, we can see beyond that. All right.
Yeah, there appears to be a door to the northeast, and there appears to be more corridor. There also appears to be a chain that's like on the floor that seemed to have a sign of some sort on it. You're not exactly sure what that is, but buried in dust. And
You
dirt.
mean a worthless sign?
I look for the sign to see if it has words on it.
Yeah, you look at the words and it says "Warning Quarantine."
It says welcome all visitors. No.
Mo's
All right,
going to. Hey, if it's a welcome.
It says warning quarantine. Be careful, Mo.
As Mo reaches the top area, and sense motive, really, Rusty? Really?
Well, I heard first it was fine, and then it was quarantined. I'm just checking.
As you guys go to the north area, you see what appears to be a large mound of, you're not sure what it is. It appears to be dirt. Almost like, I don't know, kind of like that petrified crap you saw in the bathroom. But it's just like a very, very large mound directly to the north of you.
I have a bad feeling about this.
We're not fighting an actual poop monster, are we?
This might be a grenade opportunity.
And then as Mo walks up right to the chain, this mound appears to jiggle like jello and all of a sudden disappeared.
Mo's going to jump up and down and clap his hands in place.
I knew it. I knew you were doing this.
Of course.
I knew you were doing this, Steven.
Oh, no.
Roll for combat!
What, am I not going to do it? You think I'm not going to put in my own creation?
No, I was going to be surprised if you didn't. But that's why I knew you were going to do it.
You see, a plague ooze, written by one Stephen M. Glicker, who was actually in the latest Signal of Screams, which was created and directed by one Jason Keeley, I believe. Is that correct?
The fix is in.
I just let him go. I let him go.
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't believe Stephen Glicker is an authorized Paizo author. It's actually just sort of a knockoff secondhand thing.
Yeah. We are now in the unbalanced zone.
Yeah, that's true. The good news is Plague Ooze goes last. The bad news is that the aura hits you immediately, correct? Or is that on the beginning of his turn?
You wrote the thing.
No, the auras. I'm just wondering how does auras work. I forgot. I haven't done an aura in a while. I'm looking it up.
Bob,
Let me check.
You're rolling a new character?
No, it's re-rolling the bluff to a 31.
You should roll a new character, though.
Oh, I am so praying that we all crit and kill the monster before it even gets an action. That would be so
Likelihood.
good.
Not likely.
That would be so good.
Rusty,
That
can I request your next character is a mystic?
Actually, well, okay, OOC. Remember I made a mystic for Quinn for our Starfinder Society's play, so I would probably do something different. And I yell, "Get him!" as I am the farthest person away, and I point forward for all of you to go get him.
Yeah, you get affected by a ooze at the beginning of your turn. I mean, you get affected by an aura.
Aura,
at the
right.
beginning of your turn.
I always forget how auras work. Okay, Rusty says, "Get him!" to this thing, and shoots and misses by a mile. Lasco, you're up.
I'm not guaranteed that the bluff of 31 was enough, so why don't you check?
Oh, it has no mind, so your bluff does nothing.
Does nothing. So get him. All you get from me is +1.
Can we get a life science check on this horrible thing?
Also, if you move into the aura on your turn, you have to do the aura. So, okay.
Ignore all that. You go. Jason Keeley, you're up.
I'm gonna make a trick attack.
I thought you were going to run away. 27 is just enough.
20 plus a CR.
CR, 27. That's exactly what you needed.
And then you got to roll a hit. That's the problem.
This has been my dream. I get to roll. Oh, look at that. You hit.
Nice. Not.
Jason's killing my ooze.
Did you do your extra damage?
No, not yet. He does extra damage. Jason. What?
Seriously?
Why do you get a plus 19? You don't get a plus 19.
Whoa!
Don't add 19. I forgot to help press the attack.
Oh, I was going to say.
That's
Just add the
wrong.
3, 4.
I was like, damn, I want to bring back Hiroji. Holy crap.
It's just, yeah, there you go.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Still very respectable.
Kiro is up.
Oh no! What the heck is this? All right, life science check, I guess.
Sure.
As a free action.
Sure. 21 should be enough. Well, what are you guys doing? Everyone's rolling things. The plague ooze is a disease given predatory form. These oozes actually exist everywhere in the vast. You've heard of them. You've heard of ships that go out with entire crews and come back with nothing but plague oozes. Not exactly sure when and where these things exist, but you know you do not want these things to go near you or touch you, as they are incredibly contagious. And if you die, you become a plague ooze.
Okay.
Well, good luck, everybody.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
All right, so I am going to cast a spell.
Okay.
The spell that I cast is Mirror Image.
Oh,
Okay.
haven't you done this today already?
I have 3 images,
Whoa!
and
What?
then I move.
What is that spell you have?
It's called Mirror Image. Literally, it's called Mirror Image.
Wow.
I guess I'll go there for now. I'm done. What a productive turn.
Meats. It's what's for dinner.
Let's see what we're gonna do here. Well,
Go near it.
I mean, probably gonna.
Might be a laser rifle.
This might be a gun issue.
Yeah,
but
this
it's gonna
might be
come.
not be a melee thing. I'm waiting. I'm glad Meats is going first.
Let's see. All right, let's see. I'll whip out my reaction.
Whip it out.
cannon. Whip it out. My reaction cannon.
Excuse me while I whip this up.
Is there a Michael Jackson sound effect with that?
The first one of the night for me. Sorry, buddies.
Oh man.
You done?
It's okay.
Then I guarded step.
What kind of attack was that?
Reaction cannon, tactical, shooting.
Okay. Mr. Mo, give me a fortitude save, please.
I gotta do a fortitude save. Aww.
22. Yeah, there appears to be a sickening cloud surrounding this ooze, and you're okay for now.
Well, it's a 15 foot radius beyond this creature's border, so probably 20-foot radius from its center. He tells the rest of the party how grim that is, and
Well, you're already in it.
that's
So.
the case.
Kill it.
Keep it at bay with your pipe.
Yeah, I know. If I don't go forward, then it comes and it gets everybody. So for the greater good, and well, for the glory. Let's be honest.
Greater good.
I think guarded step and do a full round attack, right?
No,
I
it's just
can't
a
do a
regular.
full round attack. So I'm going to take a guarded step and I'm going to keep my melee weapon up just in case I get a attack of opportunity. I don't think I can get a laser rifle and do any good. So
You're not going to attack it now?
no, I am. No, it's
Oh,
cold.
okay.
It's a cold weapon. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Hit. 25. 18 points of damage. You poke
Yeah,
it with
we
your
like
little
that.
pokey stick, and it seems to do some damage to it.
I'm so happy I didn't roll a 1.
It's your reaching stick.
Yeah. And I
done.
think that's it.
Tuttle's up.
I'm going to go ahead and push the button. Huzzah.
Oh, the other button. The good one.
The good button.
Oh, God. All right.
The cheddar button.
Use your
God.
penicillin grenade.
You always do the... You always
It's the
do
roll
best.
twice button.
It's the roll twice button. You rolled a 9. You only get that. All right. Roll again. 7. You get your unlikely holdout weapon. It's a special melee weapon. Good job. You'll like that one. And resistance.
Yes, we do want a robot up here.
Cheddar can't get sick.
Just true.
Yeah.
You get 1 resistance for 1 minute. You can choose the energy type you want to resist.
Plague energy?
Acid dissolving?
Yeah,
Does it
probably
dissolve you?
acid.
I guess acid. I don't really has an energy type, but I guess we'll say acid.
Okay, acid.
Hedge our bets a little bit.
And I think I have your standard attack melee advanced weapon. I think I have on there already, which is usually
I think it was the pike.
It was a tactical swoop hammer, actually.
Oh, right, the swoop hammer. My bad.
Yes. Swoop. So, okay. So that is your standard. Do you want to do a move, Tuttle, Jason?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm actually going to get up on Cheddar and get into the riding saddle.
Huzzah!
Oh boy. Okay.
And then Cheddar, I'm just going to have him move up a couple of squares so he's closer to in range.
I'm seeing exceptional bravery this day.
Oh, it's exceptional.
Not from the people at the back of the room so much.
Oh, you're gonna
Actually,
love
can I
this.
not get on Cheddar? Because I want to send him forward into melee.
Sure.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that. Right. He's immune to the aura, right?
I would assume.
Maybe.
So, yeah, you can now move Cheddar instead. So you move him right up to the Plagueis. If you don't take a move action, you can have Cheddar attack, too. Jason?
Not a bad idea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a swoop hammer too.
Swoop it!
Swoop.
Sweep.
Whoop.
Swoop. There it is.
Swoop. Shoop.
3.
Swoop a dupe.
Are
I
you
think
ready?
Tactical Razorbat may do more damage. Well, depending on what resistances it has.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Uh,
So when I made this creature, I thought to myself, what's the worst thing I could possibly build? And I said, well, of course it's an ooze, and then you take diseases and you put it all together. But that's not enough. We have to make sure that the disease could easily be spread. So it has to have, I don't know, I call it the bowling ball mentality, where it can just hit everyone at once.
I'd like to be part of the 7-10 split.
oh my god, it just absorbed Cheddar. And Mo. And everyone
The
else.
hell? All right. It's just... All right.
Not sure how it ends its movement, though.
Yeah, in a space that 2 or 3 other people are in. I mean...
So it will do a trample. It is a full round action, and it just plummets and barrels its way through Cheddar, Mo, Meats, Lasco, Tuttle, and Mrs. Rusty, and Akiro.
No Akiro.
No Akiro. Akiro and Rusty are safe. As it plummets and plows through all of you, you have 2 choices. You can either... You are all automatically hit. All of you. You have no way out of this. You can either take an attack of opportunity and take full damage, or you can decide to instead do a reflex save and get half damage. What are each of you going to do?
Let's go in order. Cheddar first.
Cheddar might as well take the attack of opportunity because his reflexes aren't that great.
Okay. You can do your attack of opportunity. I guess just do that now. 7 misses. Mo, what are you going to do?
Attack of opportunity. You insult me with your question.
Wow, you actually did a lot of damage. Meats, what are you going to do?
Attack of opportunity.
Not to be outdone, yes.
Oh yeah, bludgeoning weapon too.
6 misses.
Farts.
Lasco, what are you doing?
I'm gonna make a reflex save.
Lasco easily dodges out of the way. Will only take half damage.
No, I'll take none damage because I have
Oh.
evasion.
Oh, yeah. That's
Lasco's like, I'm not getting touched by that nasty thing.
Maybe I knew this was coming. I don't know.
Then Tuttle. That's not fair.
nice.
Tuttle is up.
I didn't know.
I'm going to go ahead with the reflex save.
15 barely does it. Good job. So as for the damage, it is not that bad.
Yeah, but... Sir.
Okay, it's only 20 points of damage, so let's do that.
And that's a lot. And a fortitude save, probably?
I'm sorry, do I do a fortitude save?
Yeah, just get that queued up. Diseases aren't too bad in Starfinder.
Oh, this is actually a special disease that we rewrote the rules for.
Oh, because they weren't bad enough?
Exactly.
They were
It's
so,
actually
they're so brutal already. Right.
It's actually a double disease. I'm actually not joking. Yes, so some of you took 20 and some of you took 10. Everyone except for Cheddar and Lasco give me a fortitude save as the disease will go through you. Let's see. Tuttle, a 15, you think you're okay. Mo, 21, you think you're okay. Rusty does not have to. You did not actually have to do one. Meat, 17,
Oh, I
thinks
didn't.
you're
Good.
okay. So the last one is those. Oh, that's it. Oh, shame. All of you are just fun. Except now Rusty is in this sickening cloud aura. Give me a fortitude save.
Now I'll get the real fortitude save. Excellent.
I think this creature's pretty good. It just kills you in many different
Basically the
ways.
same roll I just made a second ago. I was going to get hit one way or another. So
The trampoline is actually a lot of fun.
Oh, that was so much fun. 12. You are failed. You are sickened. You have a -2 to rolls, weapon rolls, damage rolls, and saves. As the cloud is gross.
Yeah. I don't like him, but also I have this fear that he's going to just keep trampling back and forth through the hallway. So, all right. My attack at this close is just going to provoke an attack of opportunity, so I may as move away. But if I'm going to do it that way and provoke an attack of opportunity. Okay. As a standard action, I use Improved Get 'em to give everybody a +2 to hit. And then I start sneaking away as a guarded, 5 foot, a step for 5 feet that is safe.
Lasco. He's right next to the ooze. Oh, you also have to give me a fortitude save, Lasco.
Sure do.
This is a fun creature. You're fine. You're fine.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Hold on. I want to make sure. Here. Oh, okay.
I put in all your skills and your weapons. I didn't put in like your gear or anything like that. Just.
Yeah, I was just checking my feats. I'm gonna go ahead and make another trick attack, but I'm not gonna move.
You're not gonna what?
I'm not gonna move.
Oh, okay. Wow.
All right, trick attack. Since I don't know, I can't tell what this thing is thinking.
Did you roll a Keeley? I think you did.
That's a skill check.
No, skill check is Hiroji.
Oh, okay, got it. Skill check of 1 is Hiroji.
It might be
damage
a meat,
of 1.
No, I rolled 19s.
Not when you're trying to open. Not when you're trying to open up a gate, like for.
Well, I still get to attack.
Oh, you still get to attack. Yeah,
No, that's Lucan.
That's right.
you're using a semi-auto pistol. It's gonna attack for too many of you, right?
Not because I have uncanny shooter.
Uncanny
well,
shoots.
You didn't tell me that.
Nice.
Doesn't.
I wouldn't know because it's not like Hiroji had anything like that. Because
I was never this close to anything ever. I was miles away.
9 damage.
Oh man, it's nice to have an operator in the party.
Are you moving? I don't think you can move, right?
No, I didn't want to. I mean,
you had to move anyhow beforehand because of the trick attack. Anyhow, Akiro, you're up. Fortitude save. You fail. You're sick.
Right. I'm assuming I'm within range, right?
Yeah. It's 20 feet in all directions every turn forever.
Right. I'm going to make my last stand in this hole over here.
Well, there's a door. Yeah, you can go there. It's an attack of opportunity if you're moving. By the way, it has reach, or rather, it's 10 feet. So, are you doing that?
Yep, I'm moving there.
Hit you for 32. It does literally.
Hold, please.
It does a Keeley. Except I know you do have. I will do the mirror image. You got to give me the chance. Look what it rolled, Keeley. I rolled a 1 and a 1, and
minimum
you did great.
Yay!
Minimum Keeley damage.
I did it while you were here. It makes me feel magical, special, if you will. All right, Hiroji. Akiro. It's gonna take a little while for me to get.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d4. If I roll a 1, you hit me.
That is correct. One of them still dissolves either way. Okay,
it hits an image.
It hits an image and it's gone forever.
And I fire.
Chris, have you ever had a character that didn't cast mirror image at the beginning of every fight?
Yeah, pretty much.
If I can cast it, I've got it. So I'm always going to be on my spell list.
Buy that disintegration. No disintegration.
All right, so what kind of plus do I get to hit?
None.
Don't I get something from...
None.
From Mo, is that close enough?
Get him on him. Get him on it.
Get him.
But I'm shaken. I'm sickened, so it's a -2, right? So that cancels?
Yes. None.
Okay.
Nice!
That's pretty good with my disintegrator!
Pretty good.
Disintegration.
D20 plus 7. That's
Wow.
nice.
That's pretty good. 24 points of damage.
Damn!
Means give me the fortitude save.
Fine. Oh, no.
Oh,
No. You're sickened. You're just -2 on everything.
If you throw up on my back, meats, I swear.
Oh boy. Oh.
No, it's not going to be like that time. It's not going to be like that time you ate all them Castrovel clams.
They were so good, those clams. Those Castrovel clams are delicious. Castrovel Vinny's Castrovel clam bar.
Castrovel Vinny's last resort.
I will now attack it with the spoop hammer.
The spoon hammer.
Spoop.
Can I?
4.
Can I request a side step, a guarded step to the right before you end your turn?
Yes, sure. I will do that. I want to take a guarded step-o.
Yeah, that's fine. Mo, you're up.
I'm banking on this thing not having an attack of opportunity anymore, and I'm going to.
I did trigger it. Yeah.
Yeah, run right around it.
Give me a fort save.
If I go there,
Yes, does not attack you, and you have flanking.
I do have flanking.
But do give me a fort save as you run into the sickening cloud.
Of course,
20. You're fine. All right. Will Mo poke it to death?
Pop it.
And there's a +2, +2, plus
Like a
whatever.
zit. The 2 does not make
20
it.
doesn't hit.
Flanking and rusty.
Oh, 20? Okay, do again. You hit.
Oh,
Hold on. I'll...
just make it.
Why is it +4? Oh, because get him.
Get him in flanking.
Ah, there you go.
That was an important distinction.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good.
Very nice.
Glory
Also-
of the kill.
Based on that, Rusty immediately announces, "Yes, I got him."
Yeah.
Is that what get him is for? It's for I got him.
Exactly, I got him. That's exactly right.
Wow.
His fair.
Help the hit.
To be fair,
Well-
you guys are a CR. It's a CR7 creature, and there's 7 of you as level 7.
I know.
So it was a little
Yeah.
underpowered, but it still wanted. I
Yeah.
still wanted to do it for fun.
I
Just,
like the creature a lot. I
I
love
have a
that.
feeling if people
That trample
make,
is very cool.
yeah, I have a feeling if people failed saves, they'd be a way worse off. For
Well, I put it this way: it can kill you in so many. It can hit you in every way possible. It can go through you. It has auras. It can throw spore attacks at you. It's like there's just lots of ways for it to kill you.
Yeah, it just has to survive long enough to do those
Yes.
attacks.
Technically, Steven, you probably should have attacked us with 2 of those.
Yeah.
I knew that, but I also know there's time, and it's already almost close.
Fair enough. No, I appreciate it.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. I was either doing 2 of those, or I was gonna just try to do 3 encounters, which is why I did it this way. Just because you're completely
Okay.
right, Jason. Though, but I just kind of wanted to test it out. So anyhow, with that.
Well, I hope you like your monstrous creation.
I like that one. I was a little upset when I saw Thirsty use the Crate Fiend and they killed it in like 1 round, and there was like 4 of them, and those guys just destroyed it too fast. That wasn't.
Oh,
I know that was like they were OP. I don't know how much damage they were doing, but they were all doing too much. But I like this one. It's my favorite one. All right, let's just for time's sake, we'll cut to the chase a little. So to the northeast, to the northwest, you find some additional rooms, and in these rooms, you see a sign above them, and it says "Maximum Security Experimental Rooms." And each room appears to be labeled with different species and what their special abilities are. As you go through some of the rooms, most of these are gone, but on one of them, you list like species 4832, and it lists that this thing would actually somehow manage to turn you inside out, change parts of you, and then turn you back. So that one sounds like a fun one. That sounds like a party pinata trick. You see another species, X37. That one seems to eat your memories and digests your thoughts. So that one seems like a fun one. And then the last one was, they just called it Creature X. And that one was able to, as it hits you, would age different parts of your body at different rates as it would damage you.
ugh, like a ghost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, luckily all these rooms are empty. But all the way in the lower left-hand corner, where you hear the signal up to your ship, you see 2 little creatures. They kind of look like little foxes. They're very cute. Looks like a fox mixed with a squirrel. And they seem to be hiding, and they have lots of shiny little things in their burrow. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, we like shiny things.
Shiny things.
Throw in the battery.
no, maybe.
We're all out of that.
Look,
a dark
I'm
turn.
sorry. I was just attacked by a poop. A straight up poop. I'm not in a good
Yeah.
mood.
All right, well, can we give them some food and not mess with them, and then get their shiny stuff?
Sure, definitely.
Oh, that's a great idea. You should
Definitely.
definitely do
That's
that.
a good idea.
I used to have a squawks growing up.
I still have mirror images on me because it lasts for 7 minutes. So I say close the door. Like someone to come in here and help me. Let's get a ration pack.
I got you covered. Don't you worry. Go on in
Rusty's
there.
got you.
You guys actually know what these are. Why don't you tell them what they are,
I'd like to know what they are.
Lasco knows what they are.
What's the squawks?
They're cute.
A squawks.
They're like they're actually they're kind of like a mixture of a rat and a fox and also kind of a raccoon in a way.
So Tuttle can strike up a lively conversation with them.
So like all things that have rabies, right? So that's
Yeah. This is a ton
They're
counter.
tiny animals.
Handle rabies.
They're actually kept as pets in Lashunta quite a bit.
Hey, I used to have one of these growing up.
What was
My
its
family
name? What was its
on
name?
my comm unit. I say, come in here. I need some help with this.
It's called Mr. Peeps.
Mr. Peeps.
Mr. Peeps.
Did he go to Washington?
Do they have what we're looking for? Their communicator thing.
Yes. They have the communicator in the pile of junk.
So they're like little pack rats. Okay, what else do they have in their pile of junk? I give them food so they don't bother. Well, we steal their stuff. They don't care.
Okay, they seem to be pretty friendly, and they almost like seem to be begging you for the food, and they start going after the food. And although they seem to be like sort of looking at you leerily, almost like hissing at you, taking their stuff, they still rather the food. Most of it is just shiny objects, pieces of metal, fragments here and there. You do find the communicator.
Detect magic.
Detect magic, and you actually find what appears to be a very small bag that is somehow intact, that is radiating magic.
Okay, I look inside that bag.
The bag seems to open up into a larger space. You know what this is.
Is it a bag of holding?
It is a
Wow.
Mark II Null space chamber, a.k.a.
So,
a bag of holding.
That's cool.
Nice.
That appears to be the only thing worthwhile in this room, though, as well as the communicator.
And the communicator is.
So what we need to get back, get off the ship, get off this planet. I mean,
Is that what you guys?
meet tonight. I got to go back to Castrovel. Report back in.
We got to report back in.
Is that what you guys are looking for?
All right,
Yeah.
that's actually. By the way, it was really great running into you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, real lucky for us. You were here.
Yeah, thanks for all the help.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
guy.
thank you. That was we did well here. I'm thinking I want to take these two things as pets for our ship, for your ship, I should say.
Well, they're starving here.
We could use a little mascot aboard our ship, right?
Yeah, and I am.
Aren't I already the mascot?
Well,
Or at least Cheddar is.
these will give you
Chet-
company.
Sheddar's getting a little long in the tooth. So.
Well, you can actually take a feat called Squawk's Companion, and you can actually have a trained Squawks hang out with you. It can actually do cool things, believe it or not.
That sounds cool. We should bring them aboard and maybe someday take that feat.
Can we tell? Are they male and female? Will they give us like a litter?
Well, we're gonna start a Squawks husbandry business on the
A
side.
side business. Yeah.
The trouble with squawks.
Squawk fur.
The trouble with Squawks is they come back to the
Yeah.
ship, it's just filled with Squawkses, like from left and right.
Squawk farm.
Actually, we'd make a smart hat, I think.
We'll start the Squawks Finder Society.
Squawk line hat.
You guys can take these two little Squawkses, or if you want to give one to Meats and Lasco, they can have one, and you guys
Do you
can
want
have
one of these?
No.
Oh, meat, can we?
Don't split 'em.
I don't know.
Don't
You're
split 'em
gonna walk it? Are you gonna take?
I
care
promise
Of
I'm gonna walk it and take care of it and feed it every day.
it? Oh, all
you
right,
know,
then.
you say that now, but what's going to really end up happening? Tap foot.
And I'm the only one that remembers that about 3 minutes ago, Meats was ready to like drop a grenade on him.
Well, Sidori really digs little animals, and he promises to take care of it and teach it how to do some sort of attack. Then he can keep
What
it.
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna teach it to run up to a dude and pull the pin on his grenade.
That's
Oh,
the way
that's
to
a
do
good
it.
Okay, that's cool.
Except for the one time when it accidentally pulls the pin and then brings you back the grenade, like because it thinks it's
It just starts collecting grenade pins.
Yeah.
All right, very good. I say we take. If you want to take one, we'll take one. We'll give them nice new homes, and we'll be on our way.
I'm sure this won't backfire at all.
Nope, this is just fine.
Do they mind being split up?
They seem okay with it. They seem fine with it. You can't tell if they're male, female, but they're animals. They're pretty docile. So these exist all over the pack worlds, and Lashunta, they're pets all the time, and they're actually pretty cool.
They taste just like chicken.
Actually, Mo probably eats them
or wears them.
No.
Yeah, they're pretty smart. They live up to 10 years. They're intelligent, delightful appearance. They're desirable companion animals.
I wonder if I could transform it into some kind of devilish, impish familiar of some kind. Let me think about that.
So with that, you guys can easily and quickly leave this facility and go back out and I guess call your ship if you guys are ready to go, and leave these suckers back to whatever business they were doing on this horrible backwards planet. God knows who wrote this module.
I love this.
Hey now.
I like this planet.
It's not
even
a
a
planet.
planet.
It's sort of a city in the clouds. It's a cloud city, in the solar system that has an ice planet and a forest planet. And, fine.
It's a fascinating world. It has incredible technology.
And you are richer by 1 Squawks and 1 Mark III healing serum. So you have booty.
You can keep that. You can have the healing serum. I don't want to deprive you of it. We are going back to headquarters, where I have a Mark III healing serum bath waiting for me.
Nice. All right, that sounds good. We'll probably need it after what we're going to run into.
Hiroji tried doing that, and it didn't pan out for him too well.
Ha!
We're going to use time-tested technology, not some booth you found in the middle of a ruined hospital.
Ooh, don't mess with that anymore. That didn't work out too well.
Unless you want a really long vacation.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. This was great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Gentlemen, good to see you again, as always.
And Steve, as always, thank you for running. We appreciate it.
That was great. I love it.
Yeah, that was fun. I like it. I'll have to try out your monster.
You'll be at PaizoCon, right, Jason Keeley?
Yes.
I'm there. Definitely. I'm all booked up.
What's the dates of PaizoCon?
Whatever Memorial Day weekend is.
Yeah,
May
Memorial Day
25th
weekend.
or something like that.
Okay.
See, May 24th is World Otter Day, so there
You
might
got to
be
go to
conflict
OtterCon.
with it.
HotterCon.
Yeah, World Otter Day. The whole world celebrates otters. So
I'm pretty sure Seattle has otters.
yes, they do. Actually,
Sure, they have them in the zoos. Sure, they just walk around the streets. They're probably like free range over there.
yeah.
I got 3 on my head right now.
That would be
gangs
happy
of street
moment
gang.
to have 3 otters on me. All right, well, guys, this was awesome. Thanks for joining us. This
was fun.
Cool. Yeah.
You're having us.
So, Steve, did you make this dungeon or did Jason?
Oh, this part I made. I made this.
Okay,
the
'cause
flip
that's
mat
what-
is just this is a pre-made flip mat, and I literally just wrote this today.
Oh, I thought Jason did all of this. That's why I was kind of
No,
like
I wrote
barreling
this.
through it because I figured he had seen everything.
No, I wrote all this because that way he wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know that until you said, John, why don't you let the guest do something? I was like, oh, well, I was trying to get through the entire thing.
No.
And I figured these guys have played it 100 times.
No.
You know.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
No.
that's why I
It's
was.
just
barreling
a,
through.
it's just a pre-written map, and then I literally wrote this at like noon today. So
Very good. I thought it was Jason's monster. I thought it was fun. It was actually very good.
So that's either a compliment for me or an insult to Jason.
No,
depending how you look
it's
at it.
a good.
It's all good.
I like the fireflies a lot. It was pretty good.
There was actually more to that, but I kind of pushed you through it. They're actually they had a thing where they could either be friendly or harmful to you, and then if they're harmful, what I really wanted them to do is they get on you, and then they can stay on you, and then you have to be set on fire to clean them off of you, which would have been a funny imagery. Like, they're on me, they're on me, and then they shoot you with laser fire and get rid of them. That's how you literally quote clean it with fire. But
I could have done that. I could have cleansed you with fire.
Right, you could have cleansed everyone with fire. But you guys were too cautious, and it was taking a while, so I kind of sped through it. Hey everyone, Steve here. So there we go, the end of the 2-part bottle episode. Thanks again to Jason and Rob for joining us. I'm sure before the end of Dead Sons, those bumbling detectives will show up somehow, somewhere. In fact, I pretty much guarantee it. As for this mini adventure, this is a dream of mine. I actually got to run my very own monster. Not only that, I get to run it with Jason, who is the one who hired me to actually make that monster. It did kind of stink that I only got to use it in one round. As Jason said, I probably should have made 2 Plague Oozes. That would have been much more fair for 6 PCs, but we were really, really short on time, and I just wanted to kind of get it in there and just have it attack everyone and see what they thought of it. But for those of you who don't know, the Plague Ooze was a monster that I created for Signal of Screams, Book 3, Heart of Night, and if you go to page 55, you can read all about it. I love my Plague Ooze because, as you can see, it could kill you in so many different ways. It is a nasty, disgusting creature. I actually had it do more, believe it or not, but they took it out and they kind of toned it down, but it's still really deadly. And I have a couple of more creatures coming up, both an upcoming Starfinder and Pathfinder 2nd Edition Adventure Paths. In fact, I just turned in all of my Pathfinder 2nd Edition monsters this week. I made multiple monsters that are going to be featured in an upcoming Adventure Path. I'm very excited. So hopefully I will get a chance to run those in a future podcast and see how they fare against my guys. So that leads me to my GM PC tip this week, is how to put together a mini adventure really fast. So for this adventure, I put this together in just about an hour or 2. Very long story short, I was really busy that day. I knew Jason was going to be on the show, but I didn't want to run him through his own adventure because obviously he was going to know what's coming up. I wanted to write something really fast. I didn't have a lot of time, so what I did is I looked at the flip maps. I get all the Starfinder flip maps and also the Pathfinder flip maps. They're gorgeous, they're really well written, they're really well designed, and they're very easy to either use in a live game because there's a flip map, or you can just throw it into your electronic game. They're all scaled to size. It takes a few minutes to get into D20 Pro or any VTT that you use. How I designed the adventure is I look at the flip map and I kind of make a linear path. Now these flip maps usually have multiple exits and entrances, but what I did is I just made a linear path. I just blocked off the other areas with magical rocks. I just put rocks there. I blocked off the doors and you had to go through it linear. So I had them go through the areas I wanted them to go through. I put in 3 encounters. That's something you always want to do. You want to have no less than 3 encounters per adventure space. 3 to 7 is a good number, and I tried to mix it up. In this case, I knew I only had 3 hours, so in my mind, 3 encounters was good enough. 2 fights and 1 environmental challenge. That's about what 3 hours will handle. And as you heard, I actually planned to have 2 Plague Oozes in that final area, but we were so short on time that I trimmed it down to 1. And that's fine. That's all we had time for. But to very quickly throw it together, I just looked at the environment. There was a very large room in the beginning, so I found a very large creature, the Moonflower, that I can put in there and that it could reach every part of the room. It was perfect for that room. I scanned the book. Well, I knew I was going to put in the Plague Ooze. I was trying to find like an environmental hazard. I couldn't find one, so I just made one up. But there's so many different books out there and supplements to find for environmental hazards. You can put traps in. You can make it a skill challenge. There's lots of fun things. I would recommend that you don't have 3 fights in a row. I would recommend that you either have a fight and like a skill challenge, an environmental challenge, or 2 fights, an environmental challenge, or 1 fight and 1 environmental challenge and 2 skill challenges. Mix it up. You just don't want to have fight after fight after fight. That gets a little boring. And the final thing I would say is try to make it memorable, and you can make it memorable by doing atmosphere and setting. In this case, I was saying, it's a xenomorph research facility. That's all I needed to say. They'll do the rest. They'll build the story in their head. You don't have to give tons of explanation and tons of detail. And the room descriptions I was using, I made those up on the fly. I maybe wrote down a note or 2, but I was just making it up. I was looking at the room and just describing what I saw in there. And there you go. I've been seeing people on Discord thinking that this is part of the adventure. I just made it up as I went along. And it all came from the flip map itself. Now, if you're trying to do this without a flip map and you're just doing this off the top of your head, much harder. I'm warning you. For at least for myself, I find if I have a visual aid, like a pre-made flip map, this becomes a lot easier. And you're worried, well, what about people who've seen these flip maps over and over again? Doesn't matter. That's why I messed them up. That's why I put bricks and rocks in the way. That's why I lock the doors. That's why if things not working, they can see the map 100 times. As long as you add some new elements, it'll be new to them. So that's how you can run an adventure in just a few minutes. Didn't take me that long. I think from beginning to end, I did the whole thing in an hour. And as for the loot was easy because there was actually some loot in the adventure that they missed. And I used that loot and I put it into this location so that they found it. So once again, if you want to make a quick adventure, get some pre-made flip maps, figure out the CR, go through the armories, go through the monster manuals, get the creatures that you want that fit the rooms themselves, and voila, you have a mini adventure ready to go. As for show notes, don't forget we have a new podcast every Tuesday. Do subscribe to us on iTunes, Android, and now Spotify. Do check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single Thursday. Do join our Discord channel, where we're playing Starfinder and Pathfinder, and I imagine when Pathfinder version 2 comes out, we're going to be doing tons of those. Of course, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Check out our Reddit channel. Do check out the Patreon. I've been putting out the episodes early nearly every week. So if you like the show and want to listen to it before everyone else, subscribe to our Patreon. Any level will get you the show early. And then finally, do not forget to enter the free trip to PaizoCon contest. You have a few more weeks to enter. All you need to do is listen to episodes 70 to 76, answer some questions, fill out the form you can find on the Roll for Combat website, submit your answers, you'll go into a pool, and then on the date, I will pick the winner, and if everything's correct, congratulations, you'll win a free trip to PaizoCon. In addition, I'll be playing Grimmerspace at PaizoCon. We're going to be showing this game on the Paizo Discord channel, and there's a couple of guests and people that are going to be helping out with me. You can play that game, if you want, with us at PaizoCon. The adventure is written by Richard Pett, and Grimmerspace has been co-created by Sean Astin himself. So another little fun prize that you can win in addition to the free trip to PaizoCon. So don't forget to get those entries in. I still don't have a ton of entries yet, so the chances of winning are really, really good. I think people are taking their sweet time. This is what happened last year. Like right before the deadline, I got a ton of entries. Of course, it doesn't really matter when you get your entry in, but you want to do it soon because you might not want to forget that sometimes happens and it's coming up. So make sure you don't forget and get that entry in. Otherwise, I'll see and talk to you guys next week. See ya.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that you can't spell slaughter without laughter.